of 2017 when I first started investing in cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, that we would be here 2024 in New York City doing it up like we are. I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of us and everything that we are building. You know, I first spoke here last year, and I had written a children's book. It's called The Three Little PFPs, Profile Pictures. And it was basically to explain the basic concept of our terminology to kids. I thought, why stop at one? Why not write a few more? So since then, I've written 11 children's books explaining basic blockchain technology concepts to kids. We're talking smart contracts, proof of work, proof of stake, Bitcoin, the market. They need to know about this stuff. Well, in doing so, I've realized a few things about our NFTs and our wallets. So I want to ask you a question today. When you look in your wallet, what do your NFTs say about you? I'll ask you again. What's in your wallet? When you look in your wallet, what do your NFTs say about you? You see, I feel as our physical and our digital lives blur, that NFTs have not only become tools for self-reflection, but also identity as well. So really, when we look in our wallet at our NFT collection, we can see the type of values that you have, the interests that you hold, the communities that you partake in. It's really a digital form of self-expression. And it starts with your profile picture. It starts with the picture, the NFT that you choose to put front and center and says, this is who I am. This is a digital representation of me and who I believe in. When I look at your profile picture and I see the project that you've chosen to represent, I can kind of get a feel for who you are. I'll give you an example. If you've ever heard of the VFriends project, I know we have a lot of VFriends here in New York City. If you have a VFriends profile picture, I'm going to think that maybe things like hard work and kindness and empathy are values that you hold. And why? Well, because our NFTs, our profile pictures, the communities that we choose to partake in, they tend to have sort of a group think, a joint mission, a set of values that they hold together. So when you are purchasing an NFT and putting it in your wallet, especially when you are using it as your profile picture, you are saying that you are aligning with this sort of group think. Isn't that fascinating? So if you look in your wallet and look at the communities that you're partaking in, you know, have you heard of the expression that you are the sum of the 5 people that you surround yourself with? Well, I believe that our NFT communities are the same thing. You are the sum of the 5 digital communities that you choose to partake in. Back when we were younger, if you are an elder millennial like me, we didn't have the internet, thank goodness. Well, we had the internet, but we didn't have social media proof. Something to think about now, though, is blockchain is here forever. So your habits, the things that you put online, what you choose to partake in is always going to be there. So your NFTs that you collect and the communities that you choose to be involved with, well, that's there. When you choose to FUD, that is there. When you paper hand a project or FOMO in or out, we can see that. It is there forever. And I think that that's something that we need to consider when we are cultivating our collection, is that our digital habits are going to be front and center for the rest of our life. A term that I've heard a lot here this year is soul-bound token. And I didn't hear that as much last year. But I'll let you kind of think about what that could possibly mean, because we don't have definitives yet. But what could that mean? That could potentially mean that every single action that you have taken or will take on the blockchain is going to be bound to you forever. So the internet is here. Your habits are here on social media, but even more so now they are here on the blockchain. It is immutable. We cannot get away from it. So just be careful of what we're collecting right now. I honestly think that our blockchain habits are going to be much like our Amazon purchases or your grocery list. You can kind of get a feel for the diet that you have based on your purchases. Well, that's going to be the same thing based on the NFTs that you hold. And these NFTs are just going to get more. We may not call them NFTs, but Consider this. Have you ever collected a paper concert ticket? Personally, I am a huge fan of Dave Matthews Band. You know this. I go to maybe too many shows a year. I'm not going to say how many, but they have these beautiful paper tickets. And I love folding them up or crumpling them up and putting them in a shadow box. I have a couple of shadow boxes now. Well, this year they have switched to digital tickets. But it sounds kind of like a POAP, doesn't it? I hear you there. However, now if they turn that digital ticket into a sort of POAP, my entire concert history is going to be on display, not only for my memory, but for other people to see where I've been, the type of music that I'm interested in, and things like that. POAPs are another great example. So we use them as proof of attendance protocol. I was here, I listened to this person, I was on these spaces, I met this, even here at NFTNYC, people are sharing POAPs. It's become kind of a collectible. Now, if you look at your POAP, you're going to be able to assess how you spent your time, who you mingled with, and if you were an OG or not. Let's talk about maybe, eventually we know that our certifications and our college degrees will probably also have a blockchain representation. NFTNYC has been wonderful to provide us these digital badges that we can display on LinkedIn. Well, imagine if your college degree was displayed just like that. If your resume was entirely digital badges of your path that you've taken throughout the blockchain this far. If everything that you own and the music that you're interested in and the learning that you have developed, if everything is recorded right there on the blockchain, what is that going to say about you? I honestly feel like we're really early